Hello, I'm Vivian. Welcome to my channel. This is day 18 of intermittent fasting, Monday, February 5th, 2018. My weight had gone up, which I expected because yesterday we went out to eat after church. I did not get my steps in because I think I messed up again. Trying to keep things straight, and I'm not doing a good job of it. For Sundays total, how I'm ending the days, like from sleep period for one thing, and then another thing is just a midnight to midnight thing. So I get myself confused with that sometimes. Sunday I got 5,771 steps. And Saturday I actually got a lot of steps because I did a lot of stuff. So Saturday I did get 9,616 steps, which is good. But now I think I'm back on track of what I'm supposed to be doing. I got the 9 hours of healing. I did not get that much sleep. Again, I slept for about 5.5 hours. That seems to be the normal now, which I'm not accepting. And then trying to go back to sleep for another 4 hours today, and I may have fallen back asleep for an hour or two. New cup. But I had to get up early. Normally on Mondays, it's actually, Mondays are pretty good for me. I like Mondays. Things get back to a routine. But I had a doctor's appointment I had to go to. But that's for another discussion. And not for this. But yesterday, we went to a Korean restaurant. And going out to eat is not easy when you have to avoid wheat in particular. I know someone who has to avoid corn. Goodness. But going to an Asian restaurant, you think, oh, it'd be easy to avoid wheat. It's in soy sauce, and it's in a Korean restaurant. Gochujang is used. I still need to do the research and find out if malt powder, and it just says malt, ingredient malt. Malt is where you take a grain. I'm sure it's just grains, but it could be any seed, and you sprout it. And then you dry it. You don't let it grow. You just sprout it, and then you dry it, and then you powder it, and you make a malt powder. Barley malt powder added to regular wheat flour. I believe that's the Pillsbury. If you look at the Pillsbury flour, it'll have barley malt in it, and it makes a lighter bread. It makes a really good bread. My husband won a big ribbon for his bread using that flour over a flour that was encouraged. You get extra money if you win prizes using theirs, but he didn't get as good a result because it was just plain wheat flour enriched, but both of them were enriched, but the one brand had the malt, barley malt, and I just assumed it was barley malt that I was using in gochujang, and I need to research that. But I am definitely up. My weight went up. I also went to the doctor's this morning. Pick that up, and I dropped my glasses. But I went to the doctor's this morning, and the scale there was 189 pounds. Now, I was clothed. I had my shoes on. I did take my jacket off. I didn't have my cell phone. I didn't have my keys. My keys were in my jacket pocket. The keys are, a lot on here. I did have my pocket knife in my pocket, so that got weighed in with me. That's my keys. So, I don't know. I don't know what, it shouldn't have been more than, 5 pounds tops. I don't see how, but like I said, I'm not trusting my scale. I don't know if their scale could have been way off. I don't know. I don't know. I would like to think their scale is accurate, but I'm just have to use, I'm using what I've got, so I'm not so, I wouldn't care if the scale said 200 if I wasn't bloated, if I was fit, how I felt and how I looked, if I was toned, the scale wouldn't matter. I got into the habit of weighing myself every morning, pretty much the same time when I was going to get up and do things. Sleep time was over. And I would always wear the same things when I weigh myself, so that was not a factor in any sort of ounces or anything. So I'm tracking it to track my inflammation, because it's very prevalent. When I eat certain things, I will swell up, bloat. When you're gassy too, that's going to change your scale. And so we had a good time. We met some friends from church there. They joined us, and we ordered tteokbokki, which is a spicy rice cake and vegetables and some other stuff. And that's a little tempura stuff. And when I say tempura, it's not the fried tempura you're thinking of. It's that packaged meat that's added into a lot of soups and dishes like this, and it has flour in it. And some of the banchan had flour. One was like a pancake, cold seafood pancake was in there, and that was really good. So I had the sundubu jjigae, the soft tofu stew, and all that banchan. And then I had these rice things. Oh my God. I was so hungry. I don't know why. Definitely something was off. So I broke my fast at 12:30, 1 o'clock sometime. I wasn't timing it completely. And we went to the grocery store after we ate. It was a lot of food. I was full. I ate a bowl of rice with that. I ate almost all the soup, just left a little bit of the broth down at the bottom. I ate a bunch of the banchan. I ate, the tteokbokki as an appetizer. Went next door, and they had fresh rice cakes. They look like little balls, inside were a sesame syrup thing. It was really, and those were all rice. And they have the duck, just like this, and the tteokbokki, TTUK, if you look that up. And these are long ones, and they're not always fresh. I'm not sure how the source of that. And so you can tell by how soft, they bend. You can press into them. And that means they're fresh. They were just probably made that morning. So I had to get a bag of those. And I ate the whole other package. And there were like 12 of those little balls in there with the sugar in it. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I just can't stop myself. I'm like really, really that was like I was before. And then when I got home, I ate two of those long ones. And I used a salt, red pepper, sesame seed, and a little garlic powder mix. So I wanted something savory after eating the sweet stuff, but it's all rice. And I mean, because I ate so much, by 2 o'clock I was like, I can't believe I ate all that. So I had my supplements. I got busy with some other stuff, and then I didn't have my supplements till 5 o'clock, and I had it with buttermilk. I had a big glass of buttermilk, and then at 6:30 I had my, an hour and a half later, I'm having my evenings, my late supplements, and I had it with a little bit of a margarita drink. And then I was trying to stay active, trying to do things, but I knew that today was not going to be a good day. Weight-wise, can you see how bad that is? And I just got the microphone, so now it's a little bit better, I guess, with the audio. I hope that's an improvement. I definitely got my liquids in. Drinking tea, water. I couldn't sit in at church in the sanctuary because I was still worried about having a coughing fit. So I sat in the entrance area where there's a little TV and you can hear, watch and hear. And So I sat in that area and I was able to drink like 4 cups of tea while I was sitting there, not this cup, another cup that was there. So I definitely got my liquids in. But I do feel like I've got off the wagon, so to speak. Today I went to the doctor, and blood pressure's good. I didn't have blood work done, so I don't know. But I like this is a new doctor, so life goes on. I'm doing stuff, and I'm more sure I've got to make some more videos. There were some things I did 2 other videos yesterday, and the lighting, and I tried to play with, and I couldn't get it to look any better. So I'm gonna redo all that. So also, my book giveaway. It's for Valentine's Day, the 5 Love Languages. Please check that video out. I'll put a link on there to it. If you would like to get a copy for yourself or someone else, leave me a comment. Let me know on that video. What you think about what's going on with this. Love to hear from you. I'm looking at different recipes for making gochujang that's gluten-free. And that would be one thing. But again, I'm not supposed to really be... I may need to refrain from having any sort of chili pepper, and bought a big old thing of kimchi because that's what I like to use a lot. We eat it, and I cook with it, and my husband eats it even more than I do. So we stocked up on that kind of stuff, and I'm just like, maybe that was a mistake. I don't know. So thanks for joining me on this journey. I'm feeling a little down about this.